All right, if you're in the food or hospitality business, you know the nightmare. It's the middle of a rush, drinks are flying out, and someone yells, "We're out of ice." It's a total crisis. So picking the right ice machine is a huge deal. It's not just a purchase, it's a core part of your daily operation. Let's jump in and find the perfect Evakool machine for you.
So, what's the right move? Do you need a little guy that can tuck neatly under a counter, or are you looking for a monster that can keep up with your busiest nights? Let's break it all down, starting with a go-to solution for smaller spots.
First up, we've got the EK280. You can think of this one as the compact champion, built for businesses where every single inch of space counts. Now, the EK280 is what we call a self-contained unit. What does that mean? Well, it's simple. The part that makes the ice and the bin that stores it are all built into one sleek box. It's pretty much a plug-and-play solution, absolutely perfect for a cafe, a small bar, or even an office break room. Okay, but how much ice are we really talking about? The EK280 can churn out up to 280 pounds of ice every single day. For a bustling little coffee shop or a neighborhood bar, that is plenty to keep the drinks cold and the customers happy. Let's get into the nitty-gritty. The built-in bin holds almost 100 pounds of ice, so you've got a nice cushion for those busy periods. And get this, it runs on a standard 110-volt outlet, so you don't need any special wiring. Plus, at just 26 inches wide, it's designed to squeeze into those tight spots behind the bar. But what happens when your business starts to really take off? When you outgrow that compact machine? Well, that's where we level up to the EK500, what we call the modular workhorse. Now, before we even look at the machine, we gotta talk about this word modular. A modular system basically separates the ice-making part, we call that the head, from the storage bin. This two-piece setup is all about giving you flexibility and a serious upgrading capacity. And here you can see exactly what I'm talking about. You've got the ice-making head sitting right on top of a totally separate, much larger storage bin. This design means you can actually upgrade your storage later on if your business keeps growing. It's super versatile. Now let's talk about production, because this is a huge leap. The EK500 can deliver 500 pounds of ice a day. We're now in the territory of established restaurants, busy bars, and mid-sized hotels that need a ton of ice all the time. What's really wild is the storage. This model holds a massive 462 pounds of ice. That's almost 5 times more than the little guy. And here's the real kicker. It still runs on a standard 110-volt outlet. That makes upgrading way simpler for most businesses. When you see them side by side like this, the difference in scale is just wow. You can really see the journey from a small local cafe to a major venue. But what if even that's not enough for you? Well, let's meet our final contender. For the kind of business where demand is just relentless, where running out of ice is simply not an option, there's the EK1000. This thing is an absolute production powerhouse. I mean, just look at this machine. It is engineered for one thing and one thing only: maximum output. We're talking large hotels, convention centers, hospitals, any place that has to serve a massive number of people and needs ice on an industrial scale. And the production numbers are just staggering. 1,000 pounds of ice every 24 hours. That is literally half a ton of ice, day in and day out. With this machine, you can handle any kind of surge you can imagine. So let's look at the specs. The storage bin holds nearly 1,000 pounds of ice. And what's really interesting is that it has the same width as the EK500, it's just taller, so it's surprisingly space efficient. But, and this is the most important part, it needs a higher voltage, 208 to 220 volt electrical connection. That's a huge consideration because you'll definitely need an electrician for the install. Okay, we've seen the lineup, we've met the players. Now let's put them all side by side in the final showdown to make your choice crystal clear. This table right here is your ultimate guide. You can see that clear step up in ice production, 280, 500, all the way to 1,000 pounds. You can see how the storage goes from a handy built-in bin to these massive separate units. And that voltage row at the bottom is key. It shows that critical jump for the EK1000. This is your cheat sheet for finding that perfect fit. So it all comes back to you and your business. Are you serving dozens of customers a day, or are you serving hundreds? Is your demand pretty steady, or does it spike like crazy on a Friday night? The answer isn't about getting the biggest machine. It's about getting the right one for you. The one that guarantees that when your business is at its busiest, you are always, always ready.